Hey, Gabba Gabbariru here. I'm going to teach you how to do a square knot loop. This is one of my designs that I usually do for the loops on my bracelets. I do braided loops, regular just thread loops, and square knot loops. I have done first loops, but I don't always like them. They kind of look weird. Anyway, so you want to join two scrap threads together of any color that is already in your bracelet. For mine, I chose medium violet and this light Nile green, which is 955 and 552. Now I've already joined this together on one side for a magic knot, and this is something you learn when you're crocheting or knitting. It's just basically a way to just join two strings together. You can do this to when you're adding string to like an alpha. I've been doing that, but it's hard to hide the knot. So I would suggest not always using it to add thread unless you really want to do that. I don't think I would suggest doing it, but I've done it before, so it's okay. So you want to just tie your other thread over top of this green thread, and then you want to pull. Now this knot never comes apart, so that's why I trust this one. It is called the magic knot. You can look it up online if you want to see it again without me trying to explain it again. You're just basically tying a knot around this thread with this color, and then tying a knot with this thread over this color, and then you just pull them together and they create a little magic knot. Now here are my threads that are folded in half, and I'm going to take some washi tape and mark with the washi how long I want my loop to be, because trust me, you want to make sure you mark it, because otherwise you will not tie it short enough or long enough. So I'm just gonna rip enough for two pieces, and then tape over my 22 threads on each side. And I would suggest not putting these threads on here until you have these taped, because you do not want to lose these marks. Oops, I put this one too low. So you definitely need to have washi tape to at least mark where you're going to start. I used to use thread at first, but then I realized, oh, I have all this washi tape that actually will not rip thread. I can use that instead. Hey, I just made a rhyme. How about that? Oh, come on. The only problem with washi tape is that it will come untaped, but that is okay, because that's kind of what we want to happen, because I will be taking this off later. This is for another bracelet. It is not for this bracelet. So don't pay attention to that. Okay. So once you have that on there, you want to take a nice strong clip. I bought these from the Dollar Tree. They came in a pack of 6. And you want to clip your threads like that. Just hold them securely while you knot. Okay. Now because I want my green thread to go under and over. I'm going to move this over to here because I always knot under and over starting from the left. Now, square knots are usually specific to one thread, and it's best to have two different colors when doing a square knot at first, when you're first doing them, because it helps you understand which thread is always going over and under and which thread is always going under and over, because it will switch and you'll get very confused. I have done it, trust me. Someone wanted an all black square knot bracelet one time, and I got very confused. So I just did one thread that was very, very dark blue and looked black. And the person never knew. So my green thread is always going to go under and over the purple thread, and the purple thread is always going to go over this middle section and under the green thread. You want to make sure you hold your middle section taut between something like your legs or whatever. Heck, you could even put another clip if you wanted to. I'm just going to use my legs. So, green thread goes under and over the purple thread. And the purple thread goes over and under. Now you'll do this until it covers the area where you have marked. It has to cover the whole entire area. And you just want to make sure you keep pulling it nice and tight every time. I always like to do my under and over first, because then I can get it out of the way and very easily do the next one. And since I am both-handed, this is really easy for me to do. It may not be easy for you to do if you are just right-handed or just left-handed, but you'll get used to it after you've done it a few times. So you'll just keep doing that until you have the whole thing filled up. Now, this bracelet that I'm doing is called the Shamrock bracelet. If you would like to do it, I can give you the pattern number in the description down below. It is pattern number 46737. I did submit a variation for this, so in the colors that I'm doing, so that I can follow along with it. Hopefully it will get accepted, and I have actually gotten my 23rd pattern accepted. And also today, since this is my 5th video, I will be releasing, or at least trying to make, my crafting Discord server. So once I get that made, I will start releasing it onto my YouTube channel so that you guys can join it too. And then craft along with me, where we'll do voice chats and just have lots of fun. Okay. Now you want to make sure you cut your thread about a foot, about 6 inches to a foot long, depending on how long your bracelet, how long you want your loop to be. And you want to make sure that you get it nice and good length, because you're gonna have ends going through this, which I probably will just do braided braided ends, because I have done square knot ends in the past and they do not work out very well. I mean, they're not very flexible, is basically what I mean. So I would not suggest doing this as your end. But it does work well when you're doing it as a loop, because it will hold its shape nicely and keep it nice and firm. So I'm going to stop here since I'm halfway, and you probably will get the gist of it. That's just how you do it. You just keep going until you get your whole space filled. So happy knotting, guys. Bye.